Have you ever given a presentation and felt like it just suddenly became a train wreck? My name is Gabriel Sheikh, and sadly, I certainly have. Because of my experiences and those of others, I knew something had to be done. This led me to create Presistant, your smart presentation assistant. So when I first heard about the nifty competition, I was a bit concerned. I thought, even if I had the most brilliant and well-thought-out idea, I would personally struggle to present it. It was at that moment that I realized I'm not alone. You see, many college students and full-time professionals find it difficult to effectively deliver engaging presentations. How is it that 70% of employed Americans recognize presentation skills as being crucial to their work success, while undermining the fact that 3 out of every 4 people suffer from pre-speech anxiety? Not to mention the fact that a majority of your presentation's message actually comes from nonverbal body language, something that other presentation apps simply do not address. Presistant is the solution. It is an app that accelerates the learning of both visual and vocal aspects of your presentation. It uses motion tracking, AI silhouette analysis, and AI vocal analysis to help the user improve various aspects of their presentation. This ranges from posture, hand gestures, fidgeting, tonal range, pacing, stamina, filler word use, among other things. So how does Presistant work? Presistant uses a 3-step process of capture, analyze, and learn. Once the user downloads the app and describes their presentation, they are ready to begin their first practice session. They simply set the phone down in front of them, begin recording themselves, and let Presistant do the rest. Presistant will analyze the motion tracking data points as well as audio metrics to help the user understand where they are in their current state and what they can do to perform, by creating a personalized learning track that the user can follow on, helping them improve their current presentation as well as improving presentation skills as a whole. My target market includes 48 million potential users, being college students and full-time professionals ages 19 to 29. I originally thought about other target markets being like around the older side, but after doing some primary and secondary research, I discovered that this group had the largest demonstrated dissatisfaction with their current skills, as well as being more open to using self-improvement apps. I got this number by narrowing down the US population to including US professionals and college students, and then narrowing that down further into my desired age range. In terms of my market plan, I will begin by reaching out to college students and forming connections with their universities. I will create affiliate links that the college student influencers can hand out and measure how many downloads that attracts. I will then form those partnerships with universities to tap into the university's club fairs, their job fairs, clubs, as well as alumni networks to tap into that full-time professional component of my target market. In terms of marketing, I will hope to host virtual workshops, presentation contests, work with influential speakers, as well as networking at public speaking events, such as this one. In terms of customer retention, I will gamify the user's experience so that they have points and rewards they can look forward to, being a lucrative incentive for them to keep coming back, motivating them, and allowing them to improve their presentation skills over time while remaining within my app. So how does Presistant stand in the competitive environment? Currently, Presistant is unique for 2 large reasons. Primarily, Presistant is the only app that allows for nonverbal analysis using this motion tracking technology. Secondly, it combines many scattered features into one single app, being your one-stop shop for anything presentation related. My competitors, or my most direct competitors rather, are Orion and Speako, which only help users improve vocal aspects of their presentations, not addressing any of the physical needs, which, as I mentioned earlier, is an actual majority of your presentation's message. So, I may look like a simple guy, and that's all that I am. However, I would consider myself a once terrible public speaker who's still on the road to improvement. I am a diligent student in the classroom and a leader in all my extracurriculars. I'm the president of 3 clubs, 2 of which being robotics and mathematics. But I also have a strong interest in AI and computer engineering, which I hope to pursue in my college career, helping me develop both myself as a presenter as well as the app. In terms of cost structure, I will be selling a 1-month subscription of my app for $15.99, with our friends at Apple taking a 30% commission cut of $4.80, leaving me with a contribution margin of $11.19, requiring me to sell approximately 1,820 units to cover my fixed monthly expenses of $20,000, primarily composed of the salaries that I have to give to my lovely app developers. This will also include things like advertising, server rent, Wi-Fi, and other necessities. Currently, Presistant is in its prototype phase, but once we are a running business, my short-term goals include office and classroom integration, as well as partnering with the amazing Small Steps in Speech charity, which helps students with speech impediments, help them along their speech therapy journey. I will then hope to expand into other countries, beginning with Canada, and then expand globally. My long-term goals include strengthening my AI, both within the app from customer feedback, as well as outside research. I will then hope to roll out even more premium features like social forums, where users can upload their own presentations and have peer reviews. Finally, I hope to partner with other presentation software companies like Google with their slides, Apple with Keynote, and Microsoft with PowerPoint. That way, my app can ultimately be integrated into presentation software, making everything convenient for the user. Welcome to the future. My name is Gabriel Sheikh, founder of Presistant, your smart presentation assistant. Also, I have t-shirts for you guys, so.
Good job, Gabriel.
So how far are you into product development right now? How deep are you in?
So currently it's in its prototype phase with a wireframe being the only component.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but it is like following a design thinking process where I have talked with various end users to really personalize their experience and make it as approachable and unique as possible.
And how far are your app developers? Are they close to you, or are they kind of, you researched it and you kind of know who you want to work with?
Oh, the app developers are as close as they get, being that it's just me. So.
Okay.
So, I'm just working with myself at this point. I haven't done any extensive coding, it's just the wireframe.
Okay. I think it's a great idea.
Great job. I can't believe that when you say you are a horrible public speaker, because you did an incredible job. Can you tell me a little bit more about the experience you're envisioning? Like, what does somebody need to have in order to, use the product? Do they have a presentation ready? Is it a set of questions? How does it work? What do they need to come ready with?
So ideally, you should have a presentation coming up in some future. So you download the app in preparation, and you would use that as your preparation for that presentation. So it would transcribe your speech ultimately and help you with your various presentation skills for that current presentation. The AI would recognize and highlight certain words and features that help strengthen that specific presentation, as well as helping you improve in the long run, helping you just improve general presentation skills.
Thanks.
I was just blown away by that. So why did you choose the student population, especially given the price, relative to going to the deeper pocket folks like us who have to get paid to do this stuff and still get scared by it?
So I chose students for the simple reason that I want to help them get their foot and jumpstart their career using an app like this. So I see it as an investment in their career. So by downloading this app, they are investing that money into helping themselves improve whatever their current presentation is, but ultimately helping them improve overall as they enter a competitive job environment.
Gabe, I think Presistant, that's a great name
Thank you.
to market. Where do you think you'll be in about 4 or 5 years with this program? Or you want to integrate it with, colleges? Because myself, I can't stand public speaking.
And you too, but so I hope to develop it myself as I do computer engineering.
Yeah.
So as well as possibly find like-minded people to help support this and see essentially just how far it goes with funding and passion behind it. So.
Okay.
I
Very good.
echo that. Great job. I actually had a question regarding your target market as to why you didn't go younger, perhaps working with the high schools and seniors, and just curious as your reasoning behind that.
Great question. So I was planning on, I looked at age ranges that were too old and too young, because when I went to my fellow high school students, they're not really interested in improving their presentation. They just want to get by with that A, and they're not really interested about improving themselves, at least from what I've interviewed.
That's great.
Hey, so Gabe, one thing I've learned about public speaking is it's best when you're yourself. And I think what you exhibited, the past 10 minutes is being yourself. So really, really well done. Could you explain a little bit about the stickiness of this? So it's $15.99 a month. I have a presentation coming up. I'm going to subscribe. What keeps me coming back? Another presentation, another interview? How do you get retention of these folks?
Right. So the main hook is to draw them in to help them improve that specific presentation. But hopefully I have plans for other features. So like interviews, like those social forums, I want them to have fun using the app, as well as motivating them to extend their public speaking skills beyond that one specific time. And so by also having points and rewards, I want to draw them back, maybe compete with their friends and share this, as well as informing them about further AI developments to keep them on track with all this new technology and really keep the idea going that we are living in the future.
Awesome.
Almost a follow-up question. Did you consider other pricing structures, like one-time download and then kind of buying credits or whatnot, and did you test or question kind of the market at all around the pricing?
Can you repeat the question?
Did you consider other pricing structures rather than a monthly one-time?
All right, let's give our third finalist, Gabriel, a round of applause.